This Sunday, this will be on my YouTube channel. Everything launches November 15th, and bitch, I'm ready.
Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I am back with another video. How are you doing on this fine Saturday morning, Nick? Are you having an awesome Saturday?
I am having an awesome Saturday right now. I woke up and I had my Starbucks peppermint mocha.
Was it good?
It's like an espresso drink. It's so fucking good. Like, you guys need to go to Target and you need to buy it.
Girl, he tries to get me to try that. I swear I was a bug in my past life, or one of my past lives, because I do not like lavender. I do not like peppermint. I don't like any of that.
Crazy.
It is not my jam. I hate it.
Did your mom have like a mint thing when you were younger?
No.
Was there like
but
a reason?
My ex's grandmother always used to love to make peppermint bark.
Oh.
And
that's probably why you don't like it.
It's absolute. No, I didn't like peppermint or anything before, but I especially don't like it now, and I really hate the smell of lavender.
Well, if you do like peppermint mocha, go to Target or like Walmart and pick it up from Starbucks. It's so fucking good.
He's been drinking it
every morning. Every morning I wake up, I have it. I feel energized. I don't feel jittery. That's like a #1 thing for me when it comes to coffee and espresso and all that. I will feel jittery. I will have the shakes. Like, it's not good.
Well, you know, I don't even really do much caffeine anymore. Nothing I consume has caffeine in it, so maybe I should give it a go and see if it'll give me some energy, but I don't need it. But none of that is the topic of this video, you guys. James Charles is getting fucking dragged across the fucking poles. And it's one of the most hilarious things I think I have ever seen. And this comes on the back of him exposing himself with Lipstick Nick, lying about that Morphe 39A palette, saying that it was hideous, saying that he thinks it's okay that he can come out and say that now. He literally admitted to his audience that he is a liar. But we already knew that.
For a 2017 Morphe palette called the 39...
Dare to Create.
How did you remember that? That's a good memory. Okay, but I think enough time has passed now where we can comfortably say that palette was idiot. But I will say that was like my first time working with Morphe, and I think they wanted to put me to the test to see if I was good to collaborate with, and that is the shoot that then got me my James Charles palette. So it was ugly, but I am grateful. Yes, blessing in disguise.
I don't think that it took, I honestly do not think it took James Charles coming online and saying a palette was ugly for people to be like, he's a liar. No. He's a liar, he's a predator. There's many things that James Charles has called.
Multiple things that James Charles has done. But most recently, he debuted his Predator palette, or whatever you want to call it. It's a new palette.
It's called like the basic palette or something.
The basic canvas palette.
Basic canvas palette.
And James Charles did what most people do. He probably paid Trend Mood to post this palette. I'm pretty sure. Sophie doesn't do anything for free. Get your bag, girl. I don't blame you.
You know what though? Sophie will take all of the influencers' money to promote their brand, but will do nothing about those comments underneath.
Nothing.
They get Jacqueline, when Jacqueline Cosmetics was being posted all the time, dragged. Manny, dragged. James, dragged.
Jeffree,
people aren't letting things go over on the Instagram.
Glamzilla dragged.
Yeah.
They all get dragged over there, and the comments are absolutely fucking hilarious. So I wanted to come on here and read a few of them for you, and I wanted to talk about Jeffree Star and James Charles launching on the same day, because that is some drama. So let's just read a few of these comments. Someone said, I love the shade Predator, heart. Someone else said, stop supporting this groomer, what the fuck? I'm so over the beauty industry. And like this, I did not read one positive comment, and I scrolled
it's hard to find them.
and scrolled and scrolled. I don't think they're existent.
Well,
it's not. You can't find something that's not there.
Well, because you know what? That's probably what these influencers, like comment sections on other social media platforms look like, but they're able to actually manage them and actually cut things out so people think that their life is like squeaky clean.
Wow.
Jacqueline gave up on that though. Jacqueline on her post, she just said, you know what? If you're gonna hate me, fucking hate me under it's engagement, because they drag the fuck out of her.
Yeah, they do. I mean, and some of it's justified. A lot of the shit that Jacqueline Hill has done is justified. Anything that James Charles has done is justified, because once you go after kids, that's enough for me.
Yep.
But someone else said, ah yes, the groomer palette, a staple. And this palette is really not cutting edge. He admitted that in this. He said it's not cutting edge, it's not original. Like, I don't understand why you're going to come out with something and call it basic.
I do, because it's a cash grab.
Oh, of course it is.
That's 100% what it is. It's a cash grab.
He even admitted in this reveal video that he posted yesterday, and basically said that he knows that it's not something that's original, groundbreaking, and a lot of people were comparing it to Tati's palette. I really don't see it, because there's not any kind of like glitters or anything in it.
That's a little weird though, because those paints, those were apparently iconic and legendary and groundbreaking.
He admitted,
so what's the difference?
He knew, and he admitted in that video that he posted yesterday revealing this, that that's not something that you can use every day.
What?
those shades in that in the tubes.
Well, the red, you'll lose an eye.
Baby, those red lakes and those eyes. I'd like to have eyes when I'm young, when I'm older. So no, we're not reviewing the Predator Paints LLC.
Potentially, that's allegedly, potentially you could. Not everyone likes wearing bright colors all the time. So he is right in that sense that you cannot wear those
Every day is not a Coachella day.
Some people will wear them every day and they'll get their life.
Yeah. Someone else said, nah, we don't support predators over here, dog. And then another person said, love you, Sophie, but this is not the one. It's time people stop supporting the villainous that is James Charles. And I agree. Like, at what point, like, are these people going to stop promoting a predator for money? Like, that kind of does reflect badly on Trim Mood if you think about it.
They're really not going to.
Oh, of course not. There's too much money to be made.
Sophie's all about her money.
Oh, she's getting in her bag, girl.
She's all about her money, and it's thousands of dollars that she charges these people. Now, I don't know about somebody like Manny, James, Jacqueline. Maybe they have some kind of like friendship with her. Maybe they get like a discount, but she ain't doing that shit for free. Hell no.
Highly doubt it. Someone else said, yes, the palette sponsored by a groomer and probably missing any legally required FDA warnings for pigment.
And lastly, we had this conversation years ago, so I know that you guys know the drill, but I have to say it. This palette does contain both eyeshadows and pressed pigments. If you're in the EU, UK, or Australia, no warning is necessary and you can use it however you want. But if you're in America, the American FDA does not recommend any pressed pigments for use around the eye area because they can cause potential staining or irritation. All of the shades and ingredients will be listed on the back of the box and as well on our website at painted.co.
And this is probably coming from when James launched the original Painted stuff because he did not really properly disclose that it had red lakes in it. And remember, Jeffree Star called him out for that. In which case, I do want to talk about Jeffree Star just a little bit because he is coming out with the Scorpio palette. Yes. We all know that Jeffree Star's birthday is November 15th and we share the same birthday.
Jeffree Star, he was sitting here listening to his like Instagram story, TikTok about this, whatever, and it's the same song and dance with him with every fucking bunch. It's the influencer spiel. This is like nothing I've done before. I've done every color story out there, rainbow, pastels, neutrals, all this. So this is completely different.
Another palette.
After years of anticipation, it's finally time to launch the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Scorpio collection with the 24-pan eyeshadow palette. Oh, hi, how are ya? This is celebrating my entire birthday, launching on November. Oh, howdy everyone. We're at the Jeffree Star store getting ready for the Scorpio collection. It launches in store November 15th, and then we're doing a party Saturday the 18th, which I'll announce later today. But I wanted y'all to have a sneak peek, so we're preparing the store, changing artwork, getting things ready. This birthday collection is going to be fucking epic. Are you guys ready for the collection? Oh, hi. This Sunday, everything's gonna be revealed. This is probably one of my favorite palettes I've ever put out. I know I say this about every launch, but I've never celebrated my birthday. I've been asked ever since my Scorpio liquid came out, make a Scorpio palette. This is very unexpected. The packaging is so beautiful. The color story is so different. I wonder what you guys think it is. Obviously, I've done every color block from blood sugar red, right, to blue, to yellow, to green, to rainbow, to nudes, to cremated. I think I've done it all, and then my brain is like, oh, hell no. Like with Gothic Beach, it was so fun and different for me, but this, it's Scorpio, but it's Jeffree Star's version of Scorpio. This Sunday, this will be on my YouTube channel. Everything launches November 15th, and bitch, I'm ready. Okay, so not only am I celebrating my actual birthday and the launch in LA, a few days later, November 18th, in Casper, Wyoming, my store is having a huge birthday party. I'm doing a meet and greet for hours, and the first 400 people that shop the Scorpio collection are going to get a goodie bag worth $700. So baby, it's gonna be a fucking ball. Come on down, we're posting all the details right now.
Alright, let me guess what this palette's gonna be. Scorpio, when I think Scorpio, I think of like
purples and red.
I think of like royal colors. I think of like a royal blue. I think of like a really pretty red. I think of purple, like a dark purple.
I don't know what it'll be. But what I will say is Jeffree's packaging and all that is much better than James Charles's Painted. And there was actually somebody calling James Charles out, I believe, either in your comment section or mine, saying that he ripped off like a really small indie brand. I want to look into that a little bit.
They apparently have the same can as well as like the same tubes. That's what they're saying.
Well, I mean, how, like, honestly, truly, like, what can you do different about a paint can?
I mean, if you're releasing paints, you really can't do anything other than a paint can. I thought it was a good idea for James. I think it's a good idea for this smaller company that he apparently ripped off. It's aesthetically pleasing for people, so they want to have it.
Well, here's my favorite comment that came out of Trend Mood's comment section. It said, came for the comments and they passed the vibe check. How about we not support pedos? Is that too much to ask? Yeah. And there was another one saying that this comment section passes the vibe check because they're all mean.
James is never going to get away from this.
No.
I just remember when he sat down and he uploaded his video and said that he was desperate. Bless you.
Aw.
Bless you.
Bless you.
When he uploaded his video and said that he was desperate and apologized to the victims and then deleted it.
Yeah.
Like thinking that people weren't going to screen grab that and always remind him that you're desperate.
We take
and
every chance we get to remind James Charles of how desperate he actually was. We really do. But now, let's talk about Jeffree Star and James with this launch coming, because James is launching like a soft launch on the 14th of this month, but his full launch on painted.co is going to be on the 15th, which is also the same day that Jeffree Star is promoting and launching his palette, the Scorpio palette.
On his birthday.
Do you think Jeffree's going to say anything?
He might throw a little shade, I would imagine. I don't think
Jeffree's even aware that James is launching this palette? Because
I think that Jeffree stays up to date on what James Charles is doing at all times. Jeffree can say that he's unbothered and all that, but he knows. People are telling him what James is doing. Don't believe that Jeffree just completely axed James out of his life.
I wonder, like, Jeffree hasn't been selling out for a while now, right? I wonder if James is going to sell out. I wonder who's going to be the first to sell out. Who?
Well, you know what, honestly, though,
he did.
With influencers like James and like Manny and all that, I don't believe them when they say that they sold out, because we witnessed like Nikita saying she sold out, she sold 5 units.
Do you remember back in the day, I believe it was Jaclyn Hill, she would have these launches and then like 2 weeks later she would do a restock?
Yeah, that's how people caught on to the fact that you're lying.
No, actually, I think it might have been Jeffree, because I remember Manny throwing shade at Jeffree for that when he came out with Lunar Beauty. I don't know, but Manny's got his hands in everything these days. I think we're going to see a resurgence of Manny.
Manny shouldn't be throwing shade at nobody for fucking nothing. Okay, I've never seen somebody that has to have a drama channel as a friend, like fucking Manny. If you want the true fucking tea, that's what that's all it is.
He has to have a shield. He has to have a shield. He has to have somebody out there to defend him and go to bat for him. It's just very weird. He's always been friendly with drama channels, but you know what? The moment you or I or Peter or anybody becomes friends or talks to any of these influencers that we talk to, it's automatically a payroll situation. Is Manny running the payroll now?
Can he?
I mean, I don't know. Can he? I mean, it looks like he is, but I digress. But you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Did you guys see the Trend Mood comment section? If you haven't, I definitely suggest, if you want a good laugh, go over there. They are roasting him. I literally liked every single comment that I read. I thought it was funny. I think everything is finally catching up to James now. After all these years of him doing all this shit, people are sick of it. They're tired of it, and they're vocalizing. But you guys, also let me know what you think about Jeffree Star and James Charles launching their palettes on the same day. Do you think it was a coinky dink? Because I don't. One of them, and I believe it was James, decided to do that because he has to know that November 15th is Jeffree's birthday. Of course. I'm not really looking forward to the 15th, you guys. I'm turning 36 years old, and it's hard for me to believe. It's hard for me to wrap my mind around that. I think I'm going to have a midlife crisis.
Girl, Jeffree's turning 40.
He's not turning 40. Jeffree's 2 years older than me, exactly. No, he's not 40. He's pushing 40, but he's not 40 yet. But you guys, I hope you all have an awesome Saturday, and we will see you all in my next video.
Bye.
Bye, guys.